Right, Project Micra begins. Aye. Whew. There's my Christmas jumper, I was looking for that one. Rags. Quite a lot of rags now. The children, they just seem to keep growing. So, I'll get a quality jack. If it's quality jacking block. And the wheels are a wee bit tight. I think the only thing I can remember about this thing was I can't remember what we went, if it went up or down, I can't remember, but I remember it was incredibly tight, you know, to get it out, considering it's just a wee tiny 3-cylinder. We must have went down the way because there's no way we're coming up past those mounts. So that's a dipstick, happy days. So when I get it back in, I think we'll take the subframe off it. It'll just make it easier, I think, to get it back in. I'll need to see if the rat's eating in, hopefully not. Aye, we'll drain everything out it and see what happened to the old one. That's all the shells all munched up, so it spun a bearing, so aye, no good, no good. So we got this other one hanging up. We'll take this unplug out it and let it drip overnight, and then we'll get all the gubbins off it, get it all clean up, new oil in it, new filter plugs, swap all the bits we need, the electrical bits. Some of them have been cut, so we'll swap all those over, and we'll get this bad boy engine hopefully in tomorrow. I'm not actually sure what's in my diary tomorrow, so maybe not tomorrow, but we've got it here now, so we'll need to crack on, get it fitted, make sure it's working. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll crack on now, see if we can get this Micra on this ramp. Right, Project Micra begins. Aye. Whew. There's my Christmas jumper, I was looking for that one. Rags. Quite a lot of rags now. The children, they just seem to keep growing. So, I'll get a quality jack. If it's quality jacking block. And the wheels are a wee bit tight. I think the only thing I can remember about this thing was I can't remember what we went, if it went up or down, I can't remember, but I remember it was incredibly tight, you know, to get it out, considering it's just a wee tiny 3-cylinder. We must have went down the way because there's no way we're coming up past those mounts. So that's a dipstick, happy days. So when I get it back in, I think we'll take the subframe off it. It'll just make it easier, I think, to get it back in. I'll need to see if the rat's eating in, hopefully not. Aye, we'll drain everything out it and see what happened to the old one. That's all the shells all munched up, so it spun a bearing, so aye, no good, no good. So we got this other one hanging up. We'll take this unplug out it and let it drip overnight, and then we'll get all the gubbins off it, get it all clean up, new oil in it, new filter plugs, swap all the bits we need, the electrical bits. Some of them have been cut, so we'll swap all those over, and we'll get this bad boy engine hopefully in tomorrow. I'm not actually sure what's in my diary tomorrow, so maybe not tomorrow, but we've got it here now, so we'll need to crack on, get it fitted, make sure it's working. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll crack on now, see if we can get this Micra on this ramp. So HR12 Nissan Micra engine. This one's got aircon. The one that's on there didn't have aircon, so we've got a different belt fit. A new belt, we need to get this off, all the bits off it. We'll check the alternator's the same. If it's the same, we'll probably just leave this one on. We've got a spare there anyway. We'll get everything all cleaned up on it, so you can see all the pulleys all rotten, so we'll probably swap some of them over, use some of the good ones. Not sure if this is any different. Not sure if that's any different. Oh. Yeah, so that obviously up onto there for your alternator and all that kind of bits. It looks just the exact same, I think, to be honest with you, so I think it's probably just a longer belt for the aircon pump. So we'll get all this bits ripped off it, we'll get the clutch off it, a new clutch on it, get a new belt, new oil filter, we'll prime the oil up, we've got new plugs there, filter and all that there for it as well. We've let it drip overnight, so engine turns freely as well, so that's good. So you can see they just butchered that off of there, must have melted that, must have cut through that with a thing. Like you can see that's all melted to death, so I don't care about the loom, but at least the engine's good, so hopefully anyway, we'll soon see when we get it fired up. If it fires, it better fire. Oh, I was looking for the bolts for that wee bracket that goes onto here to give the belt the tension. So I've been looking all over. I've taken the card down, I've emptied the boot, I've taken the boxes of bolts that was out. I'm wondering about it and I'm going, man, where's Rob put these bolts, man? He's got every other bolt here but them. And then it dawned on me, it wasn't Rob that did that actually. Rob took the engine out it and then I stripped it. So what you do, if you're going to be away from the vehicle for a long time, you don't know when you're going to put it back together, put the bolts in the holes. So that one's in there, right, because that's where it was. Another one. There it's there. So you can see what happened to that one, man. Mullered rice, not the good kind. Right, so now we can get this. You can see all the bits of metal, all the swath. That's all the bearing shells. So, and get this bracket put on there, onto there, and get that belt on. Hopefully that'll be good to go. So those two bolts are obviously for there. So there you go, getting there. So we're priming up this oil filter, just shows the first thing this vehicle gets is oil pressure. So that's good practice, to be honest with you. Fill these oil filters up before you fit them. It takes a wee while, so you need to let the paper elements soak all the oil in, so just a wee bit at a time and you'll get it. Look what Big Rab's did, right? Big Rab has done this sensible thing there. Take that off there. So I was sizing this up where we are, you know, what way do we need to go, and then I thought, oh, that fuel pipe on that actually, I need to see where that is. Right, so there it's there. He's bastardised it. He's fucking, look, he must have been right at the bloody thing. Jesus. What's he done that for? So I'm going to see if I can make a tool for this. So I'd imagine these are pretty strong fittings, to be honest with you. So we need to try and find something to open up the pins in there to allow that to come off. So I'm going to try and cut that in half, maybe shove half in that end, half in that end. See if that works, don't know, let's see. I did not think that was going to work, man. I really did not, but look, man, there's no end to my genius. It's like Jeremy Clarkson says, if you listen, you can hear Stephen Kearney's genius. Not Jeremy Clarkson's, Stephen Kearney's. So we'll need to see if we can do that on the other one. I'll see if I can film it. So back up. Aye, quality stuff, these motors, man. It is dark o'clock on a Wednesday night, but really there. Really just this pipe. Once we figure out this pipe, if we can get the rest of that bit off, then we shall hopefully just be able to drop it in tomorrow. Obviously you've seen the valve is all corroded up. I've put some of that cleaner on it and left it sitting. The valve's sealing, so let's just hope. Let's be optimistic that she's going to run. So I'm hoping she's going to run. So it's going to be more difficult in here, but I shall soldier on if we can try and move this bit of pipe, cable, sorry, back out the road. There's the wee bit to stop it from coming off. So that bit there, you see it just stops the pipe. If anything does go wrong, it should kind of not be able to go anywhere. Probably leak like nothing else, but because it is a lot of pressure in there. So obviously you've seen what I did. I just cut that stopper in half. I think it's just a wee. I've got another one. I can't remember what they were for. They're just like bungs. So I just decided I'm going to cut that and see. So let's see what happens. Can we get the camera at the right angle to see? Roughly. So what we need to do again then is get our snap-on screwdriver and this that's more difficult on the car, to be honest. Well, on the engine, obviously that one's on a bench. I took it a long time ago, this one, so I took it and then I stripped it down, see it was going on, and then went, it's pumped. So that one's really difficult, man, to get to even move. So, let's see. Oh no, here's my special tool. I'm going to keep that forever. Right, so that's moving a bit right. See if I can get it to come in. Get a lever, little lever, small lever. Oh, stuck in my cab. So, let's see. There must be a special tool for this kind of fitting. I've probably spent like £500,000 in tools in my career. Probably spent another 500,000, to be honest. I think this one is just right, so that bit's in there. Then we need to get a little bit. We need to try and hold this in. Oh. And if we shove that in, hopefully that'll be enough. Let's see. Not quite yet. Still got it. I thought it'd be more difficult on the car. Oh, there's my special tool go, and let's try again. So push that right in. I'll try again. Hopefully this time we can get it. We did manage to get it up there, so hopefully managed to get that one. Why could the guy not just done what Rob did? Unplug the bastard. Right, we need that bit off. I'm going to get my 10. There's a Spaniard, he'll do. Get off. Right. So I'll take this heat shield thing off. It's just protecting the, it's not a heat shield, but it's protecting the fuel pipe. Must be in case of a crash. I don't think why else it would be there. Exhaust on the other side. Quite good, but if it is for a crash. So you can just see what I'm trying to do here. Try to squash those bits of yellow things into that pipe till we get it off. Like I said, it did work on that other one there, so hopefully we can manage to get that off. We're not too far away. Nope, still nothing. Right, so right in. God. Right. Right, so it worked on that one, doesn't seem to be working on this one. Just keep trying. Okey-doke. Yeah, I think I'm making a new one then. So I've got blue one this time, blue machine. Hey guys, welcome back. We've cracked on a fair old bit there. We need to hook the wiring up to here, got to go up to there somewhere in the fuse box, into the ECU. Everything's all plumbed in there. Air box is up on the big box. So the wee box is up in the big box. We've hooked up the clutch pipe. It's one of those buggers that doesn't have... There is a nipple there. The way you bleed it is you pull the pipe half out, try and suck it out, and then and hope for the best, to be honest with you. So hopefully, I think that one's busted. Yeah, it's busted, so keep an eye on that one there. But aye, so that's where we're at with it. All the plumbing to do. We won't put any coolant in it. What we'll do is we'll hook all the wires up. We'll put some fuel in it. Not sure how much fuel's in it. Battery's charged. So, and there's that earth there. See how good Rab is? He doesn't just chop things. So he just tucked out the road. That's how you do it. Same way that pipe that guy did. He should have just unclipped it, tucked it out the road, dropped his engine in it, whatever. That's not what's happened. So, but I managed to get it. So my battery died. So it was wherever they've went to those little blue kind of tabs. So I had cut, he'd seen the little tool that I had made. God knows, we'll come back to it. It's 9:30 PM. So you'd all seen anyway, we basically cut these wee bongs in half and just shoved them in to try and get that fitting. So if you see, it's got two ribs on it. So you need to squash the tabs in there that are holding the pipe on. So you need to squash them in so that it will release. You can see that one, well mullered man, all gone, all nasties, all bits of swath, knackered. So she's in, that goes to there. Like I said, I've taken the clamp that was on the pipe off. That will need to go on there. I will put a bit of lube on there because we don't want to break that, so we'll just leave that for now. So we're no far away. We'll get the earth hooked onto here, onto the gearbox. We'll get the oil in it, get some fuel, or the battery on it, put big hotel on it, and hopefully there's no more dramas with this wee car. Then what we'll do is we'll blast this. It's getting a bit, it's not too bad, but it's getting a wee bit rusty. We'll blast that. It's got new pads and discs. We've got the rear shoes to do on it. We'll probably do either one or two suspension arms on it. I'm not sure yet. They're not playing them, but one of the bushes is went on it, so we'll get that done. So rear shoes, couple of tyres, get an arm on it. If this is all good, that is anyway. So thanks for watching, guys. Haven't already, hit that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. Have a great day, okay? She needed a bit of coaxing, but she's gone. 43k on it. We've got 42 miles range. How do we get rid of that? So she's got 43,000 mile on it. There you go, so I've matched it. Aye, so 43, there you go, happy days. I did have to give it a little bit of fuel up the trumpet, but seems to be all good there. So I'm not going to run it too long, there's no coolant in it. So, but I know it runs, so that's the main thing. There you go. So she's a runner. Look at the amount of dust in it. Aye, so the engine's just in. So that's good. It's good. It's a bonus. A lot of smoke.